it about this movie? No, I'm not. I'm not being. I'm not being trying to be rude.
I had to pause it, go on a 3-week holiday, and then come back. That whole sequence made me so uncomfortable that it felt like my skin was turning inside out.
To be honest, yeah. Yes.
They actually edited.
More?
There's more. There's more to this wonder. Damn.
It won't get close to the length of 2012. Just saying. Hey, welcome to Screen Time.
I don't know. Let's start that again.
Welcome to Screen Time. On this channel, we love to revisit movies, games from our past, or re-experience things afresh.
Yes, absolutely.
And this week we're not experiencing new content.
No, I mean ultimately it's getting cold. We want coziness.
Yes.
So I was thinking that maybe we should review films that give us warmth and comfort from our past.
Right.
So it's our go-to comfort movies.
Which the other one hates.
Yeah, pretty much. First of all, my comfort movie. Lou, what did I make you watch this week?
So this week, Sid, you made me watch 2012.
I'm going to put forward why I like 2012.
Okay.
2012 was a movie, it's not a very, very old movie, and it's not one I saw when I was a kid, but it's a movie that I hold in my heart as a special movie.
Right, yeah.
And also, when I saw it, I mean, I love disaster movies. And as far as I'm concerned, 2012 is like the peak of disaster movies. It's got everything in there you could possibly want. Shall we go into 2012 and what the basic?
Absolutely.
Do you want to tell us what the scenario?
It's the end of the world.
Was that it? That's all it came down to?
World.
It was the end of the world. They based it on the 2012, which was like a Mayan calendar. Supposedly there's this, at the time there was this story that the Mayans had discovered that the Earth had an expiry date and that the Earth would be destroyed or somehow something would happen. Anyway, the science of it, I'll do that in quotes, is that neutrinos from the sun are impacting the Earth, but they're different types of neutrinos, which instead of just passing through the Earth like neutrinos do. Did you know that neutrinos do that? No? Okay, so neutrinos do that.
You learn something new every day.
But this time, these new neutrinos that they discovered are actually physically heating up the planet's core. So things are starting to, the mantle of the planet, the crust of the planet is starting to destabilize.
That's not what worries me, Adrian. For the first time ever, the neutrinos are causing a physical reaction.
That's impossible.
The basic premise of this is that you're introduced to this character called Curtis Jackson, who's an author. And he's comes from a broken relationship. His wife has moved on.
And it's John Cusack.
Yeah.
Some names in there.
It's stacked cast.
Yeah.
It's a stacked cast. And I think what helps is that Roland Emmerich at the time had a lot more kind of like pull than now. So he'd done, The Day After Tomorrow, and he'd done, Independence Day and all these big movies and Godzilla, which was but he still had a name for himself. So of course everyone jumped in on this. And I think, okay, so basically you experience the story through his eyes and the characters around him as well.
Jackson, what is this?
Please don't call me that. I'm your dad. Come on.
You're taking them camping in a limo?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. What happened to your temp job?
The premise is that they have to get to a place on the planet where they are building arcs. Initially, they think they're space arcs to get off the planet, but then you realize they actually are arcs. And there's all this political intrigue and all this sort of stuff. And
wasn't it also decided that people have the right to fight for their lives best way they can? After we get everyone on board, Adrian. I think that's wrong. What? Just want to tell everyone they're doomed? There'd be anarchy.
They successfully get on the Ark and they survive this apocalyptic situation and they live happily ever after. All done. We can move on to the other movie now, Lou, if you want.
No. I think we need to.
We need to talk a little bit about it.
We need to talk a little about this.
Yeah. Okay.
What is it about this movie? No, I'm not being trying to be rude here at all. But I'm just. What is it about this movie that you love so much and that makes it a go-to for you?
I think what it is with disaster movies is that you can look at your own life and go, well, it's not so bad. It's not so bad at all. And I think because if you relive it again and again, it's like, it's just like it's all going to work out in the end eventually. Saying that, the majority of the population of the planet die in this movie.
In this one in particular, this one is incredibly extreme. I do have to admit, I was watching it and I had to pause it and have a break from it.
It's a long movie as well.
It's a really long movie. It's like 2.5 hours long. And it's just big, destruction, huge scenes. I mean, don't get me wrong, the amount of work that went into this movie is huge. Yeah. And a lot of the effects are still hold
good.
up. They still look good. But as you said, there's not much left of things at the end. And I think that for me is a problem. It's so extreme.
Okay.
For me, it's so extreme to the point where, let's take the limo sequence, when he's driving and everything is being decimated. Mm-hmm. It's all being destroyed, but extremely destroyed. I mean, the earth isn't just crumbling and rumbling and a little loss of, a road behind them. I mean, it's houses, it's everything. It's all just completely dropping away.
There's huge cliffs.
Yeah, and then they're driving along and they're driving over these massive big gaps and things, and then they're like a bit of the earth suddenly comes up high in front of them and they just turn right.
So left or right,
or left or right. And they survive all of this stuff, and it gets to the point for me where I'm just like, they're not going to die.
Okay.
I can't believe this anymore. There's no sitting on the edge of the seat.
There's no jeopardy.
Yeah, there was no, as you said, there was no jeopardy. So there was no nervousness. I didn't really have any feelings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's valid.
Because it is extreme.
That's absolutely valid.
Mean, when you go into this movie, I get the type of movie that it is. Mm-hmm. It's loads of effects. It's destruction. You can go like that, and you just sit there eating your popcorn.
I can go what?
You can go like that. It's exciting, and it's literally it's a popcorn eating fest, and I get it for that.
Yeah.
But if we are dissecting it,
this is good. This is good.
That's something I would dissect from it.
I would say the same.
Yeah.
There are parts in that movie where you're just like, oh come on, and I think the problem I have with it, I think, is that it's
a problem with it?
I do have a problem with it. Although it's a go-to movie,
I'm joking.
Every time I watch it, I think, oh, if only they'd handled it that way or handled it this way. There's bits in it where I'm just like, if only they had. I mean, you said the destruction was too much. Did you mean too much as in the destruction was just too much, or just that they? I can't explain it because when I watch it, they're in
a plane. They're in a little. I don't know what it's like, a Cessna kind of
a little
propeller plane.
Yeah, a little prop plane.
Oh, a little prop plane. And they're going through all these buildings that are completely being destroyed.
Yeah.
And it's like, and the earth is getting higher than them, and we're gonna make it out, And there's so much destruction. There's so many things that would go through the propeller. I mean, and they make it through all of this stuff, and it just goes on and on and on. That's what I mean.
For me, I think the spectacle is fine. However, their reaction to the spectacle is not good. So it's all played for jokes almost. It's like they're like, oh, whoa,
I see.
whoa, like this. And it's like he's driving this car and they're all like, ew, when a bit of like, you know, bleh goes on the screen.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, there's a bit of sewage goes on the screen. And they're like, oh, mummy, that smells. I'm like, look at all this stuff going on.
Your world
and
is-
your world is falling apart. I'm not saying that there shouldn't be little bits of humour. Like there's that scene where they're trying to get past the old women driving.
Yes.
And they can barely see over the steering wheel.
Yeah.
And she goes, hold on to your sacks, love, like this, because one's gone shopping or something. But then they crash.
A bit of the earth lifts up,
and they
which
smack right
the
into
others
it.
seem to be able to jump over, but they just go straight into
So
them.
for me, I'm not sure which direction they should have gone with it. There are other movies out there which I think handle it a lot better, like a destruction kind of situation. One of them is Greenland, which I love because it echoes the trauma of what's happening in the world. It's still a great movie, and it's a smaller movie.
Yeah.
But if they'd have handled it a bit like that in 2012, I think it would have been a better movie.
Well, I think in those kind of movies, you, as I said before, you care more about the characters. With regards to the arc, should we go there?
Let's just go straight to the arc.
Why do they have anchors?
Because they're not spaceships, buddy. They're arcs.
So with regards to the arc, you know, the people that are standing outside waiting are people that have paid
yes.
billions and millions of dollars to
yeah.
get on this
Yes.
arc.
So tell me, Mr. Karpov, how much did you pay?
€1 billion per seat.
That's disgusting.
And it's not just everyday people.
It's not a
And so the
lottery.
people that get saved in this movie are people that I'm just like, I don't care about them because they've paid a
Agreed.
fortune, they've jumped on everybody else, all the everyday humans to get on this arc, and it's like, well, they shouldn't deserve to be the ones that get on
the
there.
mark.
And
Anyway.
so I really don't care.
And you're meant to care when they fall
Yeah.
off or something. Yes, I agree with you absolutely
Yeah.
on that. Because by that point, you've got nearly everyone on the planet has died.
They're all dead. It's just
So-
these people with their you know,
So you
with
end
their
up
fur coats.
going into the new world at the end of the movie with a bunch of corporates. That like, probably can't even light a
Don't
fire.
even get their hands dirty. Exactly. They're just stuck on the arc for the rest of life.
Brilliant.
I
That's
don't
brilliant.
really know what it's trying to say. I mean, it's maybe trying to say something with regards to that, but it didn't.
I think it was
like
trying to say lots of things, but it was all handled with a bit of a shrug. There's a scene where they're getting on the ark, and the writer, he's talking to the president's daughter. She goes, "Are you telling me these people drew lottery to get on this ark?" And he says it's because of genetics. We need to work out genetics of who should come on the ark. And she's going, "These people, it's got nothing to do with genetics. This is like bank balance." And he goes, "Well, what do you expect? Of course, we've got to find a way to fund this thing." And then her reaction to that pushback, she sort of touches the other guy on the shoulder and goes, and then they walk onto then they walk onto the ark.
What about all these workers? They all get passes?
What? Life isn't fair? Is that it? You want to donate your passes to a couple of Chinese workers? You be my guest.
Captain, I want a pre-launch briefing. All international teams present.
So that's
And you just
sorted.
think, oh well, we've brought it up, and that's enough to talk about that. But you know,
Yeah, it wasn't
the
addressed.
inequality of the world is not addressed in this
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
I think the real winners in this movie are the VFX artists that made this movie.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh.
Absolutely.
It still
It's-
works brilliantly.
Yeah.
And so there's some of those water dynamics and stuff. Supposedly, the water dynamics were simulated using naval hydrodynamic software to make the motion feel plausible. So they obviously sourced lots of different things to find this stuff out. 2012. Are we done with 2012?
Well, I mean, I'm always done
You're
with
right.
2012, but I mean, I'm not sure about yourself.
No, I mean, there's enough has been said. I mean, it's you know, it is what it is. I mean, I like all disaster movies, the Poseidon Adventure, all of those ones.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely not saying I don't like a disaster movie.
Yeah.
I just found this one, and I think this one is known for being extreme.
It's extreme. So that's 2012.
Yeah.
So what did you make me watch, Lou?
So mine's slightly different in tone.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that this is a good movie, but my choice is Supergirl 1984.
Okay.
Yeah.
Supergirl.
And I probably could imagine that you probably had to pause this halfway through.
Well, I had
watch
to.
again.
I had to pause it, go on a 3-week holiday, and then come back.
We've lost a load of viewers.
No,
Just
no,
with
no,
the
no.
title of
No.
that one.
Like, why are they watching Supergirl? How have they paired
Okay,
Supergirl and 2012?
Let me just defend myself on this though. Again, like yourself, I'm not going to say that it's something that I watch frequently because I don't.
Yeah.
But it's something that I have a very soft spot for. You know, I did rewatch this again, and I was sitting there thinking, this is a terrible movie. But for me, I remember watching it as a very little girl.
Yeah.
I would watch Superman, and I enjoyed Superman. But for some reason, and I couldn't have explained why, but
You can now.
But I can now why I would have gravitated to this.
I get it.
At the time, if you had asked me what I would have wanted as being my superpower, I wanted to fly. Mm-hmm. So when I used to watch this, which used to be over and over again, I used to climb on the back of the sofa and leap off like this and just land straight on my chest.
Explains a lot.
And thought that I was improving each time I did it. But I mean, that,
Did you mark chalk?
I was like, I did it quicker, better this
We're
time,
lucky
and
we
then
didn't-
climb back up.
We're lucky we didn't have to mark a chalk outline.
I know. Yeah, I mean, you know, that explains my flat-chested. But you know, there we go.
I love it.
But that is why. That is why.
I totally understand that. I totally understand that. The film itself is basically a growing up story. She's discovering herself. She's discovering her powers, whether they're super or not. Do you know what I mean? It's like she's
exactly,
discovering who she is. So basically the premise is that this Supergirl is this character called Kara, who is the cousin of Superman, and she lives in Argo City, which is one of the surviving outposts of Krypton before it got destroyed, or after it got destroyed. This power source called the Omega Hedron gets lost in space, and it ends up landing on planet Earth, where it's discovered by the character of Selena, played by Faye Dunaway, who is eating this film up.
Yeah.
She discovers that it has magical powers, or powers that can cause magic. Supergirl comes to Earth
to find it, to
take
take it back,
and to solve the problem. And she takes on the character of Linda Lee, who is like a schoolgirl.
Yeah.
She joins this school. She befriends this friend who. Yeah.
It has also a link with the journalist who's in the original
This is
movies.
one of the issues that I have with this film. I love the fact, I think the flying visuals have been much improved on Superman. They got the tones right on stuff. Some of the back projection stuff was really good. I loved her pose that she.
Yes, and
she had a really.
different.
It's
So
really nice.
She would be like this at times,
yeah.
and then when she wanted to go faster, she
Then
does this.
she went into that.
And then she has her one of her legs.
One of her
bent.
legs is up, and
Yeah.
it's sort of creates a really nice shape through the air. I thought that was really nice. She made that her own, and I just thought, yeah, that's really, really good. I think what happened with Supergirl is that it came out the year after Superman 3, which got really disappointing box office.
Yes, it was
and
the fourth
I
in their
think
series.
what had happened is that people, they believed a man could fly in 1978, and by 1984 they couldn't care less.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So they'd seen that. They're like, yeah, okay, well, let's see something else now.
And actually, in some ways, that does show in the movie, because when she comes to Earth, when you think of Superman, he's flying around everywhere trying to sort out loads of problems around the world. Hers is very localized.
Very localized.
She doesn't really get involved with anybody
No.
apart from the people that she meets.
If you shut off the cold, you might scald them. So they lose a little skin. Serves them right. I want to see them suffer.
I mean,
And that's it. She doesn't help much, does she?
It did make me laugh. This was her first role, Helen Slater, and you can kind of tell the acting is almost like just out of the sort of like acting school. So it's a little bit earnest, a little bit. So when she's cradling this Omicron thing and it's spinning her, she's looking at it like it's a bird that's just fallen out of a tree. She's like, I mean, it's a spinning wheel with a light inside.
It was precious.
But it was precious.
Precious.
I think it was just a little over the top, her acting in some sections.
To be honest, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and also I did find, because the cast in this movie, they've got Mia Farrow,
Yeah.
they have Peter O'Toole.
Peter Cook.
Yeah. Peter O'Toole.
Yeah.
He's part of her world.
Yeah.
And there was something about the way he was acting in this. It just didn't... I don't know, probably because the script is terrible.
The binary shoot, but you could never survive the pressure. It would destroy
That I can.
you.
Zip, zap, and I'm gone.
But you'd never leave us, Zoltar. You'd never leave Argo City.
Indeed I might, Kara. Too much of a good thing here.
It didn't feel like he was really getting into his character.
Well,
it didn't feel quite right.
It's interesting how you say this, actually, because Peter O'Toole and Faye Dunaway had a bit of a... Because she really wanted to camp it up, and which she successfully did. I think Faye Dunaway actually in this film was probably the best thing in it.
She's great.
She's great in
I
it.
used to be
She's
very
so
scared of her.
over the top.
What a touching scene.
And I love the lighting on her,
Yeah.
like very Morticia Adams, with
Yeah.
the lighting just on the eyes. So I think she had a bunch of fun doing this. Peter O'Toole took it all very seriously, and it's all got gravitas and stuff. And I don't think it really worked.
No.
So, and then counter to that, you got Peter Cook, whose acting was shocking.
Yeah.
I have in my time seen a great number of things even more impressive than a human cigarette lighter, dear lady.
And I think what happened with Peter Cook is that he saw that Dudley Moore, his friend and comedy colleague, had made it big in Hollywood and thought, I can do this, I can go to Hollywood and make it big. So he tried to emulate or echo what Dudley Moore, the
So was
successors...
this one of his first roles in Hollywood?
I think it was one of his first and only role. You were saying it's the world felt smaller, and for me it did too. It's like the coincidences really wound me up. It was like she lands, the Omicron, whatever thing is called, falls right in the lap of Selena, which is the first thing. Because she had not even looked for it. Anyway, she finds it. It's in her ice cream. Peter Cook happens to be the teacher that teaches at the school where Linda Lee happens to go
and make her false identity.
Exactly. And then Linda Lee makes friends with her roommate, who she gets paired with, who happens to be the younger sister of Lois Lane, who is dating Superman.
Who's her cousin.
Clark Kent's your cousin? You're putting me on.
You know him?
Do I know him? Does my sister know him? Now that's the big question.
And she's also dating Jimmy Olsen, who's the photographer from the Daily Planet. So it just felt a little bit immediately...
Coincidence? Coincidence?
Exactly. Immediately the world just goes... And it's just like, there's little world that exists in this school,
Yeah.
There are some nice bits. I did like the culture of the school. There's some funny bits. But I think that there's a lot of datedness that goes on. Like the first experience that Supergirl has when she lands on the planet and comes across humans for the first time is a potential sexual assault. It's just...
I know. The attacks on her.
Straight away.
I know.
Lover's Lane.
Oh, no. You see, what I meant was, well, those lights over there. What are they called?
Check out the view from back here, Eduardo.
Stop that.
And you're like,
and they were uplifting her skirt.
It was just, and you just think, wow, this has dated something crazy, because it just felt really like, oh no. Because her character's so sort of innocent, I think it hasn't dated well. I think we expect women to have at least stronger characters now and at least be a bit mouthy.
If I'm honest, though, because when I would watch it when I was younger, I used to get a little bit frustrated because I wanted her to be a bit stronger than what she was, because you felt that you could just do that and she would like fall over. Yeah. And so when she came across Selena and some of the obstacles that Selena would put in against her, she would... I mean, Superman obviously would have moments where it would test him, but for me it felt like she was tested so much more, and she was weaker more than being shown as a strong, powerful woman. There wasn't many examples of her saving people.
Yes, that's so true.
You know, I mean, in the end, all she does is really save a man from the claws
of a digger,
and stop the digger rolling into a building.
That sequence where he gets given the love potion, and you know that he's going to fall in love with Linda Lee.
You're gonna be all right. There's no broken bones.
That whole sequence made me so uncomfortable that it felt like my skin was turning inside out. It was just like, stop now, stop it. Ethan the gardener. And I just don't know whether it was the script or whatever. He had nothing to do apart from flex and look hot.
And the trouble was once they put him in a trance, it felt like he was in a trance the entire time.
Yeah. Smile, lunkhead. You're not a gardener anymore. You're Prince Ethan now.
I didn't get why he was there even, apart from being Faye Dunaway's bit of totty.
Yes, exactly. And also bringing Supergirl in for her to try and destroy her.
Yeah, okay.
One of the moments that kind of works okay for me is when she's sent back into, I don't know, some sort of void of some sort.
Yes.
I can't remember the name of it. But she meets Zoltar again, and she's lost all of her powers, and that scene actually felt quite believable for me, and still did feel quite believable. You know, when she's trying to crunch the rock and it makes her hands bleed, and just when she lands in all of that sort of mud, and you can feel the heaviness of it. You know,
it's really emphasising her loss of power.
And
it's
you can
called
feel
the Phantom Zone. It was the Phantom Zone.
That's right.
Yeah.
The main budget was definitely left for the last boss section at the end.
Yeah, the super boss at the end.
The super boss at the end.
Yeah.
Because that actually, for me, out of all the whole movie, apart from probably the flying and the wire work, that sort of held itself a little bit better.
I've just recently discovered, Lou, after watching this film, that the version that we watched and that you probably watched when you were a kid was a real cut down version of the film. And they actually There's more to this wonder. There were 40 minutes that were cut out of this movie.
40 minutes?
40 minutes. So I have hunted down...
It won't get close to the length of 2012. Just saying. You put me through more.
You're probably scratching your face off by that point.
I was a little bit.
Yeah. There's a 40-minute, extra 40-minute version, and I have purchased that, and I might give it to you as a Christmas present.
Oh wow! Recap. We may have a part 2.
Yeah.
No, we won't. Don't worry.
No, it's just I just thought, you know what? Let's give it a go in watching it as a movie that wasn't cut to shreds, because I found Selena's ascent to this witch was so fast. I was like, what's going on here? It was sort of. I loved her friend.
I loved the friend.
Yeah.
Who is she? Are you asking me?
I'm telling you. Find out.
Well, sure, but you know, I think I recognize the costume.
I'm the same with you. As soon as we meet her, she's having a picnic, isn't she, by the river or by a lake?
Yeah.
And straight away she's saying to Peter Cook,
Such a pretty world. I can't wait until it's all mine.
Yeah.
And you just think, why? I mean, and how can you think that's even feasible? So there must have, I mean, she was playing with witchcraft.
Yeah.
But
there's no background to any of the
obviously, we're in this inner world where that is possible.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why they made her say it, to make more things believable, you know?
And to rock the thing along faster. It's almost like they didn't want to sort of delay on anything. It's like, here's this thing,
let's
so you
not
can get
do
the
character development. You're just a witch. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to rule the world.
So all in all, Supergirl, it was okay. I think it was a fun watch. It just there was enough in there for me though to just feel awkward when I was watching it. Yeah. I think. But saying that, I will watch the longer version just to reevaluate. Wow. Yeah. So I don't take this.
I'm impressed.
Yeah. I'm not taking this. I'm not being flippant about this.
And I would gladly watch the shorter cut of 2012 if there is one.
There is one. So all in all, Lou, I mean, I've kind of enjoyed going through that. I know there's no, when you look at the tagline for this video, it's going to be 2012 and Supergirl, and people are going to be like, hey,
the movies we love to hate.
But I've actually enjoyed watching them again. I mean, 2012 is just another rewatch for me, but it was great to watch Supergirl. Yeah. I hadn't seen it in years, probably since you were a kid, because you had it on all the time. I think you wore that VHS out.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So
but I hadn't seen it in a long time as well.
So it's good to look through adult eyes and see the quirks, see some of the successes, some of the not such successes. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, fun.
I mean, should we?
Are we going to grade these?
Oh, okay. I mean, to be honest, I mean, I think 2012, I'd give a 6.5.
Okay.
And I think I would probably give Supergirl a 6.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
I would give 2012 a 7.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot wrong with 2012. It's just a spectacle for me. And Supergirl, I would give a 6.5. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd give it a 6.5. It's not terrible. It's just terrible.
Well, let us know your comments on either of these. We don't expect comments on Supergirl. That's fine.
Anyone who remembers it? I don't know.
But I hope you've enjoyed this video today. And if you have, we've had a lot of fun doing this one. Yeah. And if you've enjoyed listening to this, please feel free to like and subscribe. Yeah. And maybe we'll look at some others at another point.
I mean, if you want us to, we've probably lost everyone now anyway. But
come back.
We promise we'll watch something substantial.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be back to normal next week.
Yeah, we will. We will be back to normal next week. Yeah. So thank you again for watching, and you take care of yourselves.
Yeah.
Take care.
Hopefully, we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.